poetry slam, and we're gonna get right into it. It's time.
See, I don't understand why you started it like that. I
Huh?
don't understand. That's not how we start.
You know what?
That's not how we
You
start.
know what, Kay?
How we
Uh, we, we, look. I'm gonna start with the B Mike Freezer. I'm your boy Napoleon B Mike, and we're getting right into it. Snoop.
Let's not right into it. That's
Yesterday, Snoop Dogg posted a picture on Instagram of him saying, "After much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time." For those who don't know who Snoop Dogg is a rapper. He's a rapper from the West Coast who built his brand on him being a smoker of weed. I'm gonna be blunt, and
blunt.
I'm gonna be blunt and be completely honest with y'all. As much as I want to believe Snoop, I don't. I don't believe it. Um, it's hard to believe it because of who he is. Um, Snoop is always known has always been known for smoking weed. So if he's really serious about this, I'm gonna be shocked. Me personally, I'm gonna be shocked.
Yeah, he's serious about this. Snoop isn't going to announce that unless he's serious about this. Marijuana, smoking it, everything about that is his brand. He has 5 businesses, 5 marijuana businesses: Death Row Cannabis, Leafs by Snoop. He established that back in 2015 in Colorado, back when that was the very first state to legalize marijuana. He was one of the first people in the marijuana business. Then he has Mary Jane, which is a CBD e-commerce company, and he has Casa Verde, which is a capital venture, venture capital firm for investing in weed. And wait, that's all he has that I know about. But yeah, he's not going to announce that unless it's true and it's serious. I mean, hopefully he doesn't have any medical condition that he's uncovered, and smoking marijuana or the cessation of it is going to like extend his life substantially due to this thing.
Um, yeah. Knowing all of that, it's hard to believe because it's like I said, Snoop, and like I said, Snoop has built his persona. Like when you see Snoop, you think smoking. Like that's the first person you think of when you think of smoking weed. Like him and Wiz Khalifa are the first two that come to mind. So seeing this post really took me by surprise because it's like, really?
I mean, everybody has heard at least the instrumental to Snoop's quintessential song that helped put him on the map. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Snoop.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
his whole vibe
Exactly.
since day dot, or
Exactly.
that we've known about him. So it's like him not doing that. I don't think he would announce that unless it's absolutely true and it's either indefinite or until further notice. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, he did ask for privacy too, as if it's as if it's something personal going on.
It just feels like it's at an end. It's the end of an era, you know, because it's like I said, Snoop and Wiz are the first two you think of when you think of smoking weed. So
I mean, Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg do have that song together, Young, Wild, and Free. So what? We get drunk. So what? We smoke weed.
exactly,
We're just having fun. We don't care who. You know the rest of it. And
and Bruno
yeah,
Mars is in that too. But who knows if Bruno smokes? I don't know. Bru- Bru-
he might because he's got that song with Silk Sonic talking about smoking out the
exactly,
window.
exactly.
Da, da, da.
So
Yeah.
so who knows? We'll just have to see what Snoop says.
Well,
The
I'm definitely not questioning that. I think Snoop is out of the game, and him being out has had a big impact. Marijuana stocks dropped by like 90%.
exactly. So I don't think he's gonna stay out. I don't. I don't. I,
I think he's going to stay in the business. I don't think he's going to continue smoking marijuana. And I think it was very courageous of him to tell his fan base that that's no longer a part of his lifestyle because he has made a significant portion of his fortune from the marijuana business. So it is admirable that he has enough integrity to say, hey, this is no longer something that I do, even though he's still making a lot of money from it and continues to make money from it. He could have very easily kept that information private because, like you said, when people think of Snoop, they think of that. But I admire the fact that he was honest and let people know what's going on.
it's not April Fool's, but it felt like an April Fool's prank. I don't know. Uh, that's just my opinion, and that's pretty much Freezer. So,
I don't know what to say. I
um,
mean, weed, reefer, pot, herb, dope, Mary Jane, Indo. I don't know.
all that, and you think of Snoop, like, uh, you, you,
Oh, I mean, I didn't know what to say because I thought you were gonna play a video,
oh,
so I was kind of waiting for a cue. But I'll just go ahead and get into the overview. So, on episode 31 of Poetry Slam, we're going to be talking about romance bookstores in the United States. There are niche, exclusively romance bookstores that are popping up all around the United States. I'm going to be performing a poem called, it's untitled, but it's got something to do with girls having game to and them being true to it, not new to it. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about Dave's Gourmet and Pink Sauce. And we're also going to have some poetry news with TayDZ at 9:30. And we're going to do our slam. So stick around to find out what our slam topic is going to be. We'll be right back after this 5-minute break. You're listening to Poetry Slam with K
And your
Bellz.
boy Napoleon B. Mate. We back.
We are back and we're going to talk about romance bookstores in the United States. There are more than 5 romance bookstores that are exclusively for romance books. This is kind of a throwback to when there were comic book stores, or okay, this isn't quite so much of a throwback because CD stores still exist and like vinyl record stores still exist. But I feel with the decline of like stores, there
Mm-hmm.
aren't really any niche shops anymore. You know, you kind of just have your general stores like a Walmart or a Target, and then you have your Amazon or websites that pretty much have everything else you need. So there's been this little surgence of romance bookstores, not general bookstores, but like specifically for this genre. The very first one was called the Ripped Bodice, which is in Culver City, California. It opened in March of 2016, and they recently opened a new location in Brooklyn, New York in August of this year, 2023. Another one is called Meet Cute Romance Bookshop in San Diego, California. Love Sweet Arrow in Tinley Park, Illinois. Then there's Blush Bookstore in Wichita, Kansas, and The Last Chapter in Chicago, Illinois. So all of these bookstores have been opened within 7 years.
uh so I was reading on the one in Chicago, and it's different. Like that's different. The vibe in there,
Different how?
huh?
Different how?
The vibe in there sounds whew, very sexual tensiony. Um, because it's like for one, it's it's a there's candles everywhere.
Gotta
Um,
set the mood right.
yeah, it's like candles, a red sofa. Um, then there's a chalkboard with different type topics on it. A selfie booth with where you place your crush's name, whether um fictional or non-fictional, on the board and take a selfie with it. It's like,
You can put
yeah, that
something not a name. You can put he's a 10, but dot dot
yeah,
dot.
that's another booth though. Like one booth is the selfie booth that has um the things on it, and I'm like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
That's that sounds like a bunch of sexual tension going on in one room or one
It,
building.
it's not supposed to be that. It's just
No,
supposed to be a comfortable space for people who enjoy romance novels to, one, go shop for them, and two, to be comfortable um in a space where other people are enjoying the same books. It's like the comfort you get of going into a Barnes and Noble. You can sit down, pull out your laptop, and do whatever work. Like, you can get comfortable in the romance bookstore.
yeah, but romance books um be helping people, helping people get their rocks off, like
You're
so.
making it sound like, people are, trying to get nude in there. That's not what it
No,
is.
but
And like a part of the existence of the shop is to take away the stigma from the romance genre. Like there are lots of subgenres of romance too. It's not
yeah,
all erotic.
yeah, I know, but it's like me personally knowing how um how romance novels be getting people to a certain point. I would I would foresee like a lot of I would foresee couples going in there, not really knowing what to expect, seeing the candles, seeing the sofa, being like, okay. Then they pick up a book. They could only one needs to really pick up a book. To be honest with you, it doesn't have to be both, but like it's just a lot of tension that I foresee in that one building.
Frankly, over 80% of romance genre readers are women. Like these bookstores are targeted toward women. Like the Meet Cute Romance Bookshop in San Diego is a queer-owned feminist bookstore. And the shops are designed for people to hang out. And in that article that you were looking at of the last chapter, the newest bookstore that opened in September,
Of 2019.
the last chapter opened this year.
Oh, I must have misread something then.
There was
Okay.
a bookstore that opened in there. I'm not really sure about any others, but
Okay.
this last chapter bookstore, like I think it's pretty common for if for stores that are targeted at women, yeah, men may go into them accompanied like with a woman. Like it's like going into Victoria's Secret with your girlfriend. Like, yeah, you're going in there with her. There's nothing really for you. You're just giving her company. And if she asks
Exactly.
you something, you're gonna answer. You don't want to be rude. But it's like since that's probably not your main interest, you wouldn't go in there like by yourself unless you're going to get something for her. Not to say there aren't men who shop at these bookstores. I'm sure there are. However,
Hmm.
statistically it's perceived they're at the minority.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but men are visual. Women are more imaginative. Imaginative. Yes, that's the word. Um. So it doesn't really help men. Men might go in and read a novel just to read it. Women typically read novels, those type of novels, to get something from it. If you get what I'm saying.
Mm. I get what you're saying, B Mike. I think that you think these romance novels are not just for entertainment. You're thinking they're for some gratification. And you
Yeah.
know what? They are satisfying, I'm sure. I mean, I've read romance novels. I know they're pretty satisfying, but like they are all not like as explicit as you're trying to lump them into
No,
be.
no,
I mean,
no, 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 no. I know, like it's not
like
explicit, but
Twilight's a romance novel, and Stephanie Meyer is Mormon, so that lets you know that all the romance in there is Mormon censored.
well, even I feel like women typically like it doesn't have to be explicit for
Yeah,
it to get people to where they want to be. It just
okay, well, yeah, you're right, because the key elements, the two basic elements for a romance novel is a love story and an emotionally satisfying and optimistic ending. So the emotional satisfaction, that's what you're talking about. Like it has to like have some like mental stimulation, like it has to be emotionally satisfying. Like that's what it's playing into.
exactly. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be explicit.
Right.
It just has to be something.
It has to be two people falling in love and struggling to make a relationship work. And you know
Exactly.
what? That struggle, that's drama. That's what we want. But you know what? Because there are romance bookstores, of course they're gonna have all sorts of subgenres of romance in there. So here are a few unusual romance subgenres. Amish vampires, NASCAR, mermaids, gargoyle, cavemen suitors, alien abductions, brewery owner intrigue, and paranormal pregnancies.
See, that just proves my point.
What?
It,
Okay.
I,
Okay.
um, it doesn't have to be explicit. There just has to be some sort of innuendos and um imaginative way about it that it has to be written. And like you said, it has to have some emotional satisfaction as well. Because again, women are more imaginative, and they don't need any explicit like words or typically anyway. I'm speaking in general and tip and for the typical woman. Um, it doesn't have to be any sort of explicit or it just has to be entertaining and imaginative.
Yeah,
Words have to
I
be
mean,
words have to be written in a certain way that it can incite and excite women in a way that just you know you know you know.
yeah, I do know. Okay, well, I'm gonna say my poem so that we can get to poetry news with TayDZ. So I teased this poem as something called Girls Got Game 2 slash I Ain't New, I'm True. However, that part of the poem is still a work in progress. So I'm going to read two poems. I'm going to read my anti-menace poem, and then I'm going to tag in the unfinished portion of my Girls Got Game 2 poem.
All right.
Anti-menaced. Menaced, menning, mend, you see. This is a socially conditioned takeover mentality. And don't wait for yes, just take it mentality. And don't get confirmation. You are the validation, thought patterning through everybody's reality as pressure to make sure things go your way. A menace is selfish. He goes for it no matter who is at expense because he gets it. It is all about self preservation, survival at the fittest. Fitting in is just an excuse to him for surrendering and unnecessary sacrifice for his vision. Mend is when you are slapped with a lack of consideration. Mending is when you go on without asking, is it okay if I do this? Do you mind trying? No, you will, because I am. He is menaced when he says, you look so pretty, when he really wants to get that thing in between. He is mending when he's pretending that your feelings are all cool and everything is all good. And he's just better than the rest of him. And he's just better than the rest of him. I keep messing up the line. And he's just better than the rest of them. That's his benefit. He gets to think that and believe it, see a problem and not address it, make himself, his self proclaimed authority, the solution. A menace sets the rules, and he doubles them up like a fool who refuses to recognize that women really rule. Okay, that was anti menace. And this next part is the unfinished Girls Got Game 2. Girls Got Game 2 We ain't new to it, we true. Bend and snap, we ain't got no rules or confines because no Archie was constructed with us in mind to rise and lead. We see and do everything the rule makers don't perceive. Unfinished poem. Okay, Bellz. Thanks. I know I threw a lot at you. Yeah.
Whew. Menaced. That one that one
What about that one?
That one just makes it seem like all men are dogs, dog. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
really?
And because it just makes it feel like that's an all men are dogs poem because yes, to me anyway.
I understand you could feel that way. But it doesn't like it could be all men are dogs and not completely like a sexual sense. It could be in like a career sense too, like.
But it makes it like seem like all men play mental games. And that's not true.
Oh, mental games? Some do, some don't. But I imagined it as more like a one track thinking sort of thing, like.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We all have a one track mind, whether it's for for sexual gratification or career gratification. Like and not all men have that. Like
everybody desires success. Like
yeah, of course.
That men associate like with success. Like if you have a lot of money, success. Like you can drive, like be one track toward that. If you are this is an extreme, but if you are a womanizer, same thing. Like if you are someone who wants to be the CEO, same thing. Like
we finna get TayDZ in here.
What?
And
that's trying to cover my anti-menace poem. Like I feel like I get TayDZ. You got something you want to say?
We finna get TayDZ in here and get his opinion because I'm not gonna be the only one who's giving an opinion on this poem.
Really?
Welcome to the show, TayDZ.
Your camera is filthy.
Crazy. I didn't notice that. Hold
okay.
on.
By the way, men can be men too. Like menning is not just something that can happen to
Bellz, before any of y'all continue, first off, I'm TayDZ High. Second, okay. Be Mike.
Yes.
If you feel offended by the poem, she must be talking about you.
See?
No.
Because I didn't think you were like that.
No.
Hold on. Because let me say this. Every time I see on social media or in person or whatever about a woman saying a gripe that she has with a man, it doesn't. And she could just be saying, "Oh, I hate it when men do this," or "I hate it when this guy does this." Now, it is implied she's not talking about all men.
However,
thank you. She's talking about all men.
I'm saying like men have this mentality, like men are menaces.
But I know you're not talking about all men because they're all men. Oh.
Thank you.
Like it's to men. Like you're a man, you are capable of this. Even if it's at 2%, even if it's at milk, like it's been read in you. Like you've acted upon this.
Thank you, TayDZ. Thank you.
I mean, everybody has a range. Like, some people are 100% and some people are 2%, but it's there.
Thank you, Tay. Thank you for clearing that up, Kay. Because that now TayDZ is taking my side. Thank you. Thank you.
That's wild.
Thank you.
Nah,
I want to hear my poem again because, like, I don't think what I said was bad. Like,
because
I think I said the truth.
see. Here's the thing: when people say, "I don't like it when men do this," most of the time they're not discussing all men. When I see something where a woman says, "Oh, I hate it when men do this," I know she ain't talking about me because I don't do that. You know, and that's not because I'm special. It's just because it's just because I just don't do that. It's not what I do. All
I
men
think
are
that's
dogs.
you.
Well,
I
all
think
men are
that's
dogs.
thinking you're impervious.
No, because I'm not
It's
like
like
that.
me. That's not me. She can be
It's not,
talking about me.
it's not me. It's not me. It's not. All men are dogs, says woman A. I'm
I
not a dog.
mean, all of them have some. Okay, all of them have some.
No, but
You know.
I'm not
But
a
you
dog.
gotta have some dog in you to fight. Come on now.
No, not that dog. I got that dog in me.
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Dog in me. That's DAWG, woof woof. That's DOWG, woof woof. What
But
I say?
no, but hold up, TayDZ. The reason why I get so up in arms when people or women specifically make that comment is because it makes me feel like you have it in your mind that no matter what man you come across, he has to prove differently that he's not that. So he has to work extra hard just to prove that he's not that.
But here's the thing. I don't gotta work that hard to do that. So I'm not like that.
No, but I'm saying like I don't have,
But you don't have.
I don't have to work hard either. But at the same time,
Not a low standard, please.
I don't. It's not that we Western women with low standards. It's just that we're just such nice guys that we don't have to work extra hard to prove to some women. To some women.
You know what? I gotta add to my poem. I gotta put an addendum in there specifically for nice guys because nice guys think that they can't be menaced. Let me put some examples in there.
Wait.
Hold on. I know I'm a nice person. I don't have to advertise I'm a nice.
No. You can't censor the word man in that statement and replace it with person.
Well, I'm a person. See.
Thank you,
You're
Tay.
trying to trap me in a pit for my own doing, but I'm
because you have a pit. You claim man. That's a pit.
Thank you, Tay.
Me inherently being a man is my birth given pit.
Thank you, Tay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You proved my point, Tay.
But I don't have to.
I didn't even say anything yet.
I'm not gonna say anything then, because you know what? I know who I am. I'm you know, when I see a post on Twitter that says, all men wanna do is cheat. Well, I don't cheat, so
exactly. But it makes it harder because it's like, but at the same time, it makes it harder because it's like that person, that woman has it in their mind that all men are cheaters. So you kind of have to not have to work extra hard, but you have to work. You have to do stuff out of your, not out of your character, but like you know what I'm saying, right, Teddy?
I know what you're saying, but here's the thing. A lot of times, guys make it harder for other guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Men as well. Like it's not a men v women thing. Like you can be a man and men somebody and men another man if that makes sense. And like with that example, cheating is not what makes a menace. You know, doing like bad doggish things is not necessarily what makes it up. It's a mentality of I can do this just because it's like a lack of consideration. Like you just don't care about somebody else's feelings. You're only concerned about yourself and getting your way, even if it inconveniences somebody else. So that's not exclusive to cheating. It's more of a thought process.
See, I mean,
So,
I understand.
but you hear my side of it too, right?
No, I get your side. I get your side. I get K-Bell's side.
Trying to double team me with this camaraderie.
Oh, here's the thing. I get everything. I get it all.
No, I get K side too, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword.
So listen, you want society to continue to be accepting of menace because you're men. I get
No,
it.
no, no, no.
No. Hold on.
All you're saying is that's not me. You're just trying to separate yourself from menace.
I'm separate from them. I'm separate.
Yes,
from them.
exactly.
I'm not them. I don't have to prove it. I know I'm not them. I am him. Him is me, but me is not them.
Exactly.
Two questions. One, is a menace good or bad?
So what is the definition? What is your definition of a menace? What is your
I already said it, Tay.
Because the way you have worded it, it is bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It is bad.
Is that your opinion? I'm asking for your opinion.
It's
My
bad.
opinion isn't stated.
Yeah, a menace is bad. A menace is selfish and doesn't care about themselves.
Hold up. I consider myself a menace, but that's not hold up, but not in K's definition.
Kay is a menace too, but he's not admitting it right now because you two are just trying to be guys. You know, you're trying to be in that gray area of like nice guy, not menace. And this is how we know you're menace.
No, you see,
you're not really choosing a side. You're just like, exclude me from the conversation. You decided don't identify.
Well, exclude you from the conversation. I'm talking. Me, you. We talking. What? See.
Talk.
Come on, Tay, stand up. Thank you.
We conversating. Have we not been conversating?
Oh my goodness.
Right now.
We're gonna have to change the topic, and we're gonna have to listen to another version of Anti-Menace in another episode because this may be an ongoing conversation.
Yes. Bonus content on this conversation coming soon.
Wild.
Yes.
Right, you know what we need.
We need that Potion News.
Hey, I'm TayDZ. How y'all doing? Having fun today? Guess what? Do you like news? Do you like sports? Do you like sports news? Do you trust your local journalist in your local sports newspaper? Or your favorite website? Or on the field, on the court, whatever? Well, I hope this doesn't ruin your judgment of them. So apparently Carissa Thompson, the sideline reporter for both Fox Sports and Amazon's Thursday Night Football broadcast, she has admitted that sometimes she fudges the truth a little when it comes to her sideline broadcasts. And this has gotten the sports world very angry, at least the sports journalism world. Now, other journalists have responded to this. When she was on the Pardon My Take podcast, Carissa Thompson stated that sometimes on the sideline, she would, if she didn't get the response she wanted, or if, a coach declined an interview, she would just be like, well, or I think the coach say that's reasonable, and she'd report it and make it seem as if the coach actually said that. Now, I will say this. I'm going to add some context here so it doesn't completely put her in an awful light. So, because I'm fair. So,
Oh, you're trying not to be menaced. Don't let that show because that's very inappropriate.
I'm all to remember this is Poetry News of TayDZ. So, oh,
Do your thing.
Come on, TayDZ. Say, do your news. Do your news, bro. Do your news.
she paying attention to me. Anyway, I will be fair to her. Now, she has come out on Instagram and said that her words, she worded it weirdly. And she didn't mean to word it like
I can read it for you, Tay, if you
Please.
want. Are you talking about the apology?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is the apology that she posted. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. I have a responsibility to myself and my employers to clarify what is being reported. When on a podcast this week, I said I would make up reports early in my career when I worked as a sideline reporter before I transitioned into my current host role. Working in media, I understand how important words are, and I chose the wrong words to describe the situation. I'm sorry. I have never lied about anything or been unethical during my time as a sports broadcaster.
So she has tried to correct it by saying she did it early in her career when she didn't get the sound bites she wanted, and that she hasn't done it since then, especially deeper into her career as a broadcast journalist within sports. Now, here's the thing: whether or not she's telling the truth on this or not, which, by the way, if this was so truthful, once again, as a journalist, being good with your words is like your job, and telling
That's what I was saying.
is your job. So if you have to get on Twitter or Instagram, whatever, to basically apologize for how you worded something, then you're not doing a great job as a journalist. And yes, maybe she made one mistake in that wording, but once again, it's the difference between it's like the comma, you have to know when to use the comma, because that comma is very important when it comes to context. What do you want to eat, comma, kids? What do you want to eat?
Wait.
Wordage matters.
I want to make a commentary on the fact that nowadays, when people want to say something important, I notice they've been writing it out instead of making a video. And I feel like writing something is an easier route to take, because when you have a video, you can hear tone of voice, you can see facial expression and body language. So people can get more information about how you really mean something, versus when you write something in text, it gives a level of formality and finality to what you're saying. So I think her communicating through written word was a way to sort of escape saying any more about the situation. And I also feel that since she is a journalist and she admit that she essentially didn't give truthful reports, I think she's telling the truth about that. I think that was a confession, because that damages her credibility, her reputation, her journalistic integrity. That's her career. So it doesn't make sense to lie about that. What makes sense is to take that to your grave. Like, I don't
Exactly.
understand why you would even say that. Like, if you did that, don't ever tell anybody. Like, you tell your mom that when you're doing it, but if it was years ago, keep it back there. Like, I don't understand why she got so comfortable on that podcast. She's so comfortable as her spot as a host. you know, she's so comfortable in her career. I just feel like she has taken her position for granted, and it's a little bit mind-boggling because she's a woman in a male-dominated field. So it just makes you wonder, you know, you're not just damaging the role for yourself. It's for like other people who are trying to make strides in a similar path and are trying to like break thresholds. So
Yeah.
I don't know what she was doing. She's coming across as confused, and some secrets you just gotta keep.
No.
She lying. She's still doing it to this day. Like Kay said, she took the easy way out by writing it out instead of doing a video, which gives the impression that she tried to scapegoat her way out and tried to make it seem like she's not still doing it when in reality,
You think she's still doing it?
yes.
I
was
need
thinking
to
that too, but I don't know. You know what? Tell you.
I need to, you know,
I would
say
put it out there.
her sentence in this podcast was, I've said it before, so I haven't been fired for saying it, but I'll say it again. I would make up the report sometimes because A, the coach wouldn't come out at halftime or it was too late. And I was like, I didn't want to screw up the report. So I was like, I'm just going to make this up. Now, you know, also, by the way, then she says, first of all, no coach is going to get mad if I say, hey, we need to stop hurting ourselves. We need to be better on third down. We need to stop turning the ball over and do a better job of getting off the field. Like, they're not going to correct me on that, she explained. So I'm like, it's fine. I'm just going to make up the report. Now, once again, here's my issue. She
was too comfortable.
way
She
too
was
comfortable.
comfortable.
What
And
Taylor said was so correct.
exactly.
You, if I right, okay, let's say B Mike, you're having a birthday party, right?
Mhm.
And you had tasked me with getting the cake or baking the cake even. Now, let's say I waited too long and I can no longer bake this cake. So instead, I get it from Safeway and I, you know, make it seem like I got you the cake from Safeway. I'm sorry, make it seem like I made the cake myself. Do you think during the middle of your party, while everyone's partying it up, you're like, this is great, Tay, thanks so much. And I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, BMI, yeah. I got it from Safeway, man, yeah. No, I'm waiting
No.
a year.
At least.
At least.
At least. At least 1 year.
Oh, so that's something she can let slip after she retires. Like when her career is over, then you could be like, oh yeah. But
Exactly.
Let me tell y'all a brief story. When when I went to community college, I had a film professor, you know, and this professor used to be so angry at the idea of somebody using iMovie. He said, use Adobe Premiere. Only use Adobe Premiere. I use iMovie. I have no money for Adobe Premiere. I use iMovie. And guess what? He couldn't tell the difference. And then at the end of my time at that community college, when it was time to present everything, and he could no longer change my grades on all of those things I did. That's why I got A's and B's on them. At the end of it all, I told him I used iMovie. What was he going to do about that?
Exactly. Now she's ruined her reputation,
Right.
and people like me are going to believe that she's still doing it to this day.
Right.
yeah.
So with,
Sorry, Mike.
go ahead, Kay.
As a
No.
sideline reporter, I feel there's like a stigma of, oh, those women journalists are just there as a pretty face. They're not really saying anything. And now there are more like women broadcast journalists on sports shows, like giving opinions and more substantial information. So I feel with her talking about that she makes up her reports, it kind of brings the progression back to, oh, she's not saying anything. She doesn't know what she's talking about. They had to put like one woman on there. It's like, where do you think you are? Like, you know, what you do does not just affect you and your career. It affects other people in a similar field, and it affects fans. Like, people are listening to your report thinking you're telling the truth. So,
but at the same time, she's right. Like, no coach is gonna get mad if the mistakes they're making are what she reported.
that's true. I mean, I'm sure there are some platitudes that journalists can say, like, in those situations. For example, the third down situation. If the team wasn't doing well on third down, then it may be safe to say, oh, they have to do better on third down, sort of thing.
Yeah, but it's just like, Carissa, what are you doing? Like, you could you
put her in the box. Like, I made stuff up.
like you could have, like TayDZ said, you could have let that slip at the end of your career.
Yep.
At after you done retired.
Right. After it no longer affects you. No,
exactly.
It still doesn't affect her. Because Tay, in the quote that you read, she said, I have said this before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
So we're just tripped out.
We're the only ones tripped out by it.
Also, what's a trip is that other women journalists have reacted to what she has said, and they have reacted in a way where they are like aghast. They're like, how could you say this and do this in an era where we're working to be taken more seriously?
And not just that, in an era where journalism already is getting attacked by people who shout the word fake news. So admitting that you lie about your reports is counterintuitive to all your brothers and sisters in the journalism world. So,
yeah, and what she doesn't realize is that doesn't only affect her or even just women. It affects all journalists.
But I will say this. I kind of close it out. I will say this. As an avid sports watcher, especially a football watcher, we never cared about those silent reports anyway. They're all kind of useless to begin with. Anyway, coming out of the locker room for the third quarter, yeah, Coach so just said, gotta work harder, have to try harder, be better on the field, get more touchdowns, cut down on the mistakes. Yeah, we think they're going to do very good. And it's like, well, thank you for the wonderful addition to our knowledge here, Carissa. We've
seen
like, it's like a little recap.
But that's the thing. She don't really. It'd be like if I went over your house, Bellz, and then I left, and then beat my ass. Hey, TayDZ, how's Bellz? I said, oh, well, Bellz, she's breathing, she's walking on both legs, she's eating food very well. She had a complete thought today, so that's good. It's good. We hope for the continued success.
You're communicating that I'm healthy. He asked how I am, and you answered the question.
but in oh my goodness.
Yeah, I guess.
Tay and Bellz. In conclusion, the sideline reports for those who have been watching the game, the whole game, are useless.
They're pretty useless. They're pretty useless.
And Carissa Thompson is missing the principle of the matter. Regardless of how useless your segment is on the show, you are a journalist. and you're supposed to tell the truth. And you can't just say, I used to lie, as if lying does not matter. Like, the principle is you lied.
And like I said, I still believe that she does it to this day. Um,
We'll never know. We'll never know.
I'm gonna be listening very carefully to her very
She ain't gonna say nothing different. She ain't gonna say nothing different from her other reports. Like,
no, it's not like they don't get rid of her. It's like if she hasn't faced repercussions for saying, I mean, I guess when she said it before, there wasn't outrage, but since there's outrage on social media, she may actually face repercussions because nowadays, when that's been happening, things have been happening. So,
or maybe she'll just go on a sideline when she gets asked about what the coach said. She'll just say, "I don't know, Jim. He wouldn't meet with me. He slammed the door in my face when I tried to get in there. I have no news for you. Here's a dog. Back to you in the studio."
I mean, that's what she could have been saying. She could have been saying, "Oh, I didn't get a chance to talk to the coach. However, this is what's going on." Like,
exactly. So, so now it's gonna be even more coaches. It's gonna be an influx of reporters getting coach interviews.
Coach.
No. Like real, like coaches really being there.
Well, so okay. To kind of one last thing. So they kind of have been getting these more. They've been getting more sideline interviews with like coaches mid game, and fans, and even some coaches have said that they don't like it because it takes the coach away from the game. So maybe less mid game interviews and updates. I mean, unless it's like an injury report or like they have something useful to say, maybe it's okay if we don't.
Yeah.
Maybe just talk to fans or something. Like, just interact with fans. Don't they do that at basketball games? Like, they'll do like a half-point shot sort of game. It doesn't have to be like news like that. I feel. Especially since they already have a full halftime show that recaps the game you're watching and several other games. So, like, the sideline reporter can just give you an injury report, like you said, and maybe interact with some fans.
Maybe interact with some like drunk Baltimore Ravens fan in the crowd.
Why are you? I mean, if you're a drunk Eagles fan, or you know what, a high Eagles fan. That's possible.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Bird Bowl.
Okay, it looks like we're not going to have time for our slam because we've already gone 5 minutes over our show time.
We can do a slam. We can do a 5-minute slam.
We can do it?
We can do a 5-minute slam.
All right. I'm so glad. So, Tay, do you want to judge this slam, or you getting in?
I'll judge it. If I have something to say, I'll say it, but I'll judge it.
Okay, so the topic of this slam is war chat.
Huh?
What? What?
Listen.
Okay. So the topic is war chess, and it was in part inspired by Chad Ochocinco told Shannon Sharp taking Viagra before games had him moving 10 times faster. So Viagra yeah, it's a performance enhancement drug that's, can be used for exercise, but they don't do that anymore.
Wrong exercise.
It's an enhancement with the increasing blood flow to improve performance horizontally, depending on how you do it, Ochocinco said. I don't know what you do at home, but to improve, yeah, they work too. Stay with me now. Ochocinco says, if you take half a pill before a game with a little bit of Red Bull, it increases the blood flow, which enhances performance. Okay, so Viagra is in Ochocinco's war chest, right? That's how he used to get himself amped up for his football games. One of the greatest wide receivers in
I'm not taking health advice
He
from a
doesn't take
guy
Viagra
whose health.
anymore.
I'm not taking
Sorry, what
any
was that
health
saying?
advice from a guy whose diet plan was like a bag of McDonald's before games. I'm good, but thank you. Sorry, continue.
Okay, so
Ah,
B-Mite, are you okay? Why are you working so hard?
Because he hasn't thought about that one yet. He might have to try it out.
no,
Okay. Well, now you got an idea. So,
no. Hold up. No. TayDZ, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm laughing so hard because oh my goodness. Viagra for football is just wild.
It's insane. It's so insane. That's actually insane.
okay. Well,
Ooh, ooh, oh my goodness.
okay. So, a war chest is a metaphor for any collection of tools or money intended to be used in a challenging or dangerous situation. So, when it comes to for poetry performance, what's in your war chest?
When it comes to a poetry
Like that?
performance, what's in your war chest?
Okay, you
For
start.
poetry performance, what's in your war chest?
Okay, go ahead and start. Cause
Me start. You haven't done a poem yet. You have to start these slams when you don't do poems before the
okay,
slam.
okay. Ooh.
He won't be a minute.
Oh, you like that story, huh? You like the slams?
Oh.
Tay, you like the story with the slam? You think should we keep doing that?
Yeah. Yes, you should. I'm not gonna lie to you, K Bellz. I feel like the problem is that I didn't expect you to say that.
What?
Red Bull and Viagra. He just didn't expect you to say
I
that.
didn't even say it. Ocho Cinco said it.
I know, but like the idea is so crazy.
I think you want to try it, Tay.
I don't need to try that. I don't.
You want to know Shannon Sharp's response? You want me to tell you Shannon's response to this?
What was
While
Shannon's response?
Mike is getting himself together.
What was Shannon's response? So as B might attempts to calm himself.
Okay. Well, while B Mite is catching his breath, I will tell you the rest of this conversation of my So
Mute yourself, B Mite.
this is what Ocho Cinco says. He continues, I'm out there going crazy. I'm out there going crazy on half Viagra and a little bit of Red Bull. And people are like, God, I can't stop him for nothing. And then, I'm talking the whole game. The increased blood flow has me moving 10 times faster than I would regularly be moving without it. And that's what people don't understand. That's where Viagra comes into play. Then, Ocho Cinco said he was one of the greatest receivers in the NFL. And then someone asked him if he still took Viagra. He said he doesn't need it anymore. He doesn't play ball anymore. And Shannon Sharp claimed he might have dabbled with Viagra in the past. And then Ocho says, I don't want to lie in my relationship, marriage, or union. I don't need a pill because you ain't getting any more than 3 minutes anyway. Sometimes the first time catches you off guard, so you slow down, stop, and hold the conversation real quick. So then Shannon added to that saying, you pop one the first time, put it on real good. Now the next time you go back, and I didn't have that diamond in my system, so I didn't do it quite like the first time. I went back for the third time. She said, bring that eggplant you had the first time. That's the story.
No, wait, wait, wait. Ocho Cinco said out of his mouth, "You ain't. I don't need no pill during touchy time in the bedroom because you ain't getting more than 3 minutes in anyway." That's
I mean, yeah, it was wild that he said that, but yeah, that's what he said.
I need it to be known that no one should expect at this. Ocho Cinco has now set the bar for men. Now, Ocho Cinco set the bar now. 3 minutes is all we given now. Because if great athlete Ocho Cinco said 3 minutes is all we need, then 3 minutes is all.
Now put this in the Menace rule book. Let me just read his quote. He's talking about himself. He excluded himself from the menism because that's what y'all do. And this is what he said. Quote, I don't need a pill because you ain't getting more than 3 minutes anyway.
oh my goodness.
Slow down, stop, and hold the conversation real quick. It's a technique to this, guys.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Wait, hold up. I don't think we're getting to the slam because
no, be my. You have to slam. You have to slam.
oh my, that threw me off completely though. Like it's
give us 4 lines.
The blood flow made me move faster.
Stop saying it. You keep saying this.
Your heart rate. So does Red Bull. There's caffeine in it.
A heart attack. Anyway, B-Mike, you got to say 4 lines at the very least to start it off. Come on. Come on.
Okay. Hold up. Ooh.
All right, let me read the prompt again. So Viagra is in Ocho Cinco's war chest before a football game. A war chest is a metaphor for any collection of tools or money intended to be used in a challenging or dangerous situation. For poetry performance, what's in your war chest?
Wait, hold up. I'm trying. Hold up. Ooh.
Hey, you can start it off if you want. Like,
I can't do it.
Yeah, come on, B-Mike. Let's go, B-Mike.
I mean,
okay.
Romance. It was Carissa Thompson's Lies. Now it's that diamond.
Oh my goodness. Okay, stop saying it. Because it's making it worse. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Hold up. I got it. Oof. Oh man.
You see, if you read the stories ahead of time, you wouldn't be so caught off guard.
Look, I think I would still be caught off guard because it just sounds different coming from Bellz than Ocho Cinco. Like,
really?
Oh yes. Tay, help me.
Oh my Jesus! Now I gotta come to your rescue. All right. Oh Jesus!
Isn't it true?
trying not to be a menace. He's not going to um make his pit deeper at your expense.
I don't even have a pit.
Tay, help me.
All right, fine. I'll start it. Jesus Christ.
No, don't start it. Doesn't it sound different coming from Bellz than Ocho Cinco's own mouth?
Man, it kind of crazy come from anyone's mouth. It don't matter. The messenger don't matter. It's the message. It's ridiculous. A man went in public and told people that in order to get his body pumped up for a game, he took the little blue pill and some Red Bull. Now imagine if I sat there and told you in order to get ready for writing a script. I said, well, all I really did was pop some Quaaludes and put on some XXXTentacion. Now, huh? I'm all good.
Oh,
Friggin'
man.
That sounds like a little recipe.
Oh my K.
Quaaludes and eggs? All right, bro. All right, bro.
Okay. No. Hold up. Wait. Okay. I'm good. Whew.
All right. Go be mine.
Okay. Let me stop the music. Oh man. To help me prepare for a show, I hang out with friends. I don't take
It's compromised.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. I don't do Viagra to get my blood.
No,
Hold up. Wait. No. I'm good.
You've been laughing about this for like 15 minutes. Put the slam like as a we just have to make sure to do it before the weekend's over. Like,
wait, no. Hold up. Yes, I'm good. Let me start over.
Okay.
I am not Ocho Cinco. I'm sorry. I quit. I'm sorry. K. I wave the white flag. K wins this by default.
Who killed this man, apparently? The story. Ocho Cinco killed this man. Man, all right. Right then, because apparently B Might's compromised. You know.
Let me mute myself because. Man, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's just the idea of somebody taking Red Bull and a Viagra to play football. I feel like I would have responded like this even if I had read the report.
But you would have already have laughed about it. And
no, but it's just different hearing it come from somebody's mouth in real time. Okay. It is. Oh my goodness.
We're on to an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, so I'm sorry. I'll wave the white flag.
At another time.
K wins by default this time. Woo! I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Congratulations, K Bellz.
I don't even want it. Like, we didn't even. Okay. Well, thank you for listening to Poetry Slam. I'm K Bellz.
I'm your boy Napoleon B. Mite.
I don't need performance enhancers, yo. I'm all natural. TayDZ.
Good night, y'all.